You know, back when my wife and I first got married, we wanted to build without any debt. So building a home on a cash basis. And we were challenged by our faith. We asked God, could you build a home without any debt? And we wanted to see Him live that out in our lives. So we worked and prayed hard and researched a lot of different construction methods. And we found that a pole barn, or building a house in a pole barn structure, was the way to go. We went ahead and hired a construction company to build a pole barn for us. Let me take you through some of the advantages of a pole barn structure. Having a dry place to work, and also a dry place to store your construction materials. On our barn side, we've of course got our insulation sitting there ready to go. You look over here, you've got power tools set up and ready to go. You've got a large enough floor space here that we can go ahead and work on larger pieces of wood, get everything prepped, take it into the house and do construction that way. So this is a really big advantage when you're doing this type of construction. All right, another advantage is running electrical. You don't have to drill a bunch of holes through the studs. Behind the studs is this great 1.5-inch raceway right here, where you can just run all your electrical right behind it. And it makes it super easy. Very, very few holes had to be drilled to run the electrical. Given that I don't install electricity in houses for my day job, my wife came along and did this brilliant thing with chalk. There's the bar, there's the oven, there's the dishwasher. Super helpful to make sure these little guys land where they're supposed to be. So, love my wife, she's the greatest. Spending your cash wisely is so important. Buying things on sale, buying them used is very important, as you can imagine. Sometimes you have to buy things quickly because you need them and you can't get them on sale. For example, we had to go buy this light. Me not being an electrician, I didn't know how this particular light was going to be supported over our kitchen sink. It also gave us the opportunity to try out this vintage warm light bulb look that everybody loves, which we decided we hated because you can't really see that well. So we decided we love the fixture, hate the light bulb. Not really trendy, but that's okay. Having your plan together before you start construction is so important, because you're going to need to do things like this. You're going to need to stub out your plumbing. You're going to need to know where your windows are going to go, where your electrical comes in at. All of this is so important so that it lands in the right place. And right here beneath my feet, we've got radiant flooring installed. And of course, that's important to know where your building is going to end, or at least your house is going to end, so that you don't nail through the actual radiant flooring. So important things to know about planning ahead when you start this type of a build is, where's everything going to go? Just like any other house, you've got to stub it out, you got to plan. In our particular case, not having a contractor do the work for us, we had to do a lot of the contracting for ourselves and trust that a plumber knew where to put these types of things and make them work. On a cash basis project like this, when you're doing construction of your home, you want to make sure your dollars are prioritized to the next stage of the process so you can move through the process and get into your home quicker. One of the decisions we made is we had to buy our tub now so that we could fit it all in, right? So behind me you've got a shelf, you've got a drain to figure out, we've got a lot of plumbing issues we need to work through, so we naturally bought this. We didn't buy any tile yet, nor do we plan to right now. And we're not going to buy carpet. So it's real easy to be excited and take your money when you have a lump sum of spending and go buy everything you want. So we have to rein that excitement in and buy what's important right now in the next step of the process. And it's important to work with professionals where you are weak in the project. For example, I'm not going to be that great at framing out the structure. I could do it, but a framer who knows how to do it, and we found one that was very affordable in our area and a very good quality craftsman, and we like working with him. So we were able to bring him on this project, and he was able to do the framing very, very quickly for us, a lot quicker than I could, and I didn't have the time. So evaluating your money, evaluating your time, and evaluating what your skill set is. What can you do and what should you do? The most important thing to remember, and I can't stress this enough, is when you're involved in this process, it's easy to get lost and forget about your family and your kids, and they get put on the back burner. Don't do it. Don't say to yourself and reason to yourself that this is for your children. You're sacrificing your time to make a better home for them, a better life. The better life for them is with you now. Don't get lost. My wife and I have done that a time or two and felt it. So it's good to stay on track with the project, but it's also important to build a life with your family. That's what we're here for. Well, as we continue to make progress, we'll post more videos, so keep a watch out on our YouTube channel and here on searchingforsimple.com.